Bloom and rise, inner shift, outer eyes.
It does not happen all at once. Nobody wakes up one day and decides to disappear. It happens slowly, quietly, in the small moments nobody notices. You stop mentioning your opinion when it might cause tension. You cancel plans with friends because he does not like them. You laugh less. You dream smaller. You apologize more. And one day, you look in the mirror and you do not recognize the woman looking back. Today, we are talking about the 7 signs that you are losing yourself in a relationship before it goes any further. Last week, we talked about how your self-worth determines who you attract. This week, we go inside the relationship itself. Because sometimes the person we attract is good, and the relationship still quietly erodes us. Not always because of them, sometimes because of how much of ourselves we give away in the name of love. These 7 signs are not a diagnosis. They are an invitation to look honestly at where you are. Sign 1. You cannot remember the last time you did something purely for yourself. Not for the relationship, not for your family, not to be a better partner, just for you, because it made you feel alive. The painting you used to do, the early morning walks, the friendships you used to nourish. When a relationship is healthy, it adds to your life. It does not consume it. If you have quietly stopped tending to the things that were yours before the relationship, that is worth noticing. Sign 2. You filter what you say before you say it. Not for kindness. Kindness is always worth practicing, but for safety, to avoid a reaction, to keep the peace. You have learned which topics cause tension, which opinions are unwelcome, which version of yourself is easier to be around, and so you show up as that version, smaller, softer, quieter than you actually are. A relationship where you cannot speak freely is one that is slowly teaching you that who you are is too much. You are not too much, you're just in the wrong container. Sign 3. You spend significant energy managing their emotional state. If they're in a bad mood, you feel responsible. You try to fix it, soften it, tiptoe around it. If they're upset, you automatically wonder what you did. You scan their face when you walk into a room. You adjust your energy based on theirs. This is called emotional caretaking, and it is exhausting. You are not responsible for another adult's emotions. You are responsible for your own. When you carry someone else's emotional world as well as your own, there is no room left for you. Sign 4, and this is the one I want you to really feel. You have shrunk your world to fit theirs. Your friendships have quietly faded because they were inconvenient for the relationship. Your ambitions have softened because they felt threatening. Your hobbies have disappeared because there was never enough time, and somehow the time was always given to them. Think back to who you were before this relationship. What did you love? What did you talk about? What were you building? Now, ask honestly, how much of that is still present in your life? Healthy love expands you. It gives you a witness to your becoming. Love that slowly removes the things that make you you, that is not love protecting you. That is love consuming you. And the woman who existed before this relationship, she is still in there. She's just been very quiet for a while. It's time to let her speak again. Sign 5. You spend a lot of energy explaining or justifying their behavior to people who care about you. Your friends have raised gentle concerns. Your family has gone quiet when you mention certain things. And you find yourself constructing elaborate explanations for why it's not as bad as it sounds. Here's something worth sitting with. Healthy relationships rarely require constant defense. When something is right, you do not need to convince everyone around you that it's right. The people who love you are not your enemy. Their concern is data. It's worth listening to. Sign 6. You do not feel like yourself anymore, and you can't quite explain it. There's a flatness, a distance from your own life. Things that used to bring you joy feel muted. You go through the motions. You might describe it as tired or as just going through a phase, but if you're honest, it started when the relationship did, or when something shifted in it. That feeling is not nothing. That feeling is you telling you something has changed. Listen to it. Sign 7. When someone asks what you want in any area of life, you genuinely don't know. What do you want for dinner? What do you want from your career? What do you want your life to look like in 5 years? The answer is a blank, because you've spent so long arranging yourself around someone else's wants, needs, and moods that your own have quietly gone underground. Your wants are not selfish. They are signposts. They are the voice of the woman you came here to become. Finding that voice again is not a betrayal of the relationship. It's a return to yourself, and that is always worth it. 7 signs, not a sentence, not a verdict, an invitation to look honestly at where you are and decide if this is the version of your story you want to keep writing. Recognizing these signs is the first act of coming back to yourself. Before you go, which of the 7 signs hit closest to home for you? You don't have to share details, even just the number is enough. Drop it in the comments. You are not alone in this. If this resonated, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more honest conversations about who you are becoming. She is growing, even from here.